Hello, my name is Mia Mutri, and I am a realtor with MMB. And these are my teammates, Tamika Collins Murphy.
Hello.
Rosalind Bergen.
Hi.
And this is our newest agent to the team, Craven Weeks. We just wanted to start off this evening by just introducing ourselves and kind of letting you know what MMB does. We are in the process of educating the community on what's happening with first-time homebuyers. For first-time homebuyers, we hold annual classes, and those annual classes are normally held either January or February of each year. This year, we are in the talks of going on possibly a Zoom, like making it virtual, so that everyone can be included. Some of those classes, we talk about grants, we talk about available funds, like any subsidies that are available. We also talk about any like chodo houses that are coming up, so rehab houses. They would be new from the top to the bottom. So those are just some of the things that we have up and coming. And then in the coming weeks, we want to start off with a segment either on first-time home buyers, on investors or sellers. So today is just a conversation amongst the four of us, just to say what's happening in the market right now, because it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, crazy market. So let's start with Craven. So Craven, tell us a little bit about yourself and a couple of clients, or what you're doing out there in this crazy market to stay busy and get your clients' offers accepted.
All right. Well, without giving away any secrets, we just need to first talk about how, like you said, the market is in a very unusual state, and it could be good on one end and bad on the other. So we try to, when we talk about educate, and education is usually preparation for whatever's to come down the road. So we're looking at letting people know not just what to look for, but how to prepare for any deal that might come up or any offer that you might be presenting, where you stand as far as your income, your savings, what you can afford without hurting yourself in the long run. So we always want to make sure that we're putting the client in the best position, and also to present the best offer also at the same time. You know, because of the market, that we also try to make sure that we keep our options open, so we don't put all eggs in one basket. So myself, we kind of make sure that we see a number of properties and the best amount of time to make sure that individuals have options of homes that they may love, one more than the other, but at the same time be willing to accept one of 2 or 3 offers at that time. So, we make sure that we give our customers the best possible situation to deal with, because the buying process is a roller coaster ride.
Oh yeah,
It really is. Yes.
So and then that roller coaster, we want to make sure that you're prepared to go down fast, but at the end you're going to come up and be happy at the end.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what we do. We educate from the start to the finish, from the point where we walk out of the car to the point to where we walk out of the house, to make sure that you're looking at the right things, that you're not going to be putting yourself in a situation that's going to hurt you in the long run. Everything about what we do is to make the customer happy at the end.
Yes.
That was a lot. But the most important thing is that our clients know that we're here,
Yes.
To go on that roller coaster with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, Roz, with you, how has it been with your listing appointments? Are you seeing the same?
Listings, listings are a dream. It is a seller's market. And so when I go into a listing appointment, my first question for anyone that I'm meeting with, where are you going? Because I can sell your house, and your house is going to sell. 9 times out of 10, it's going to sell with multiple offers. But where are you going? And so that's an important question, because I kind of do the line of, I don't want to see you homeless. We sell your house, and in 60 days we get ready to close, and we don't know where you're going to go.
So that's the number
So
one.
that's the number one thing, is having a plan. And with buyers and sellers, it's a plan from beginning to end. it's a plan with buyers. It could be a 2-month plan, getting ready. It's all about preparation. So that's how I approach listings with my clients.
And to Craven's point, just talking about buyers, and Roz's point about preparation. So buyers, when they first call us, they're not always ready to purchase.
Right.
So as a team, we have that conversation with the buyers to say, maybe your credit isn't ready, so we'll steer you here. Maybe your savings isn't up to par, so we have agencies that we can steer you toward. So again, that whole planning process. So even if you're not ready, Tamika and myself have had clients that we've worked with for a few years.
Right.
So it's
Getting
okay
to that point.
Yeah, it's okay not to be ready at the point where you make the phone call, but at least to make the phone call.
Right, and it's about preparation. Like I tell buyers all the time, I mean, we sell all over Western New York, and we're fortunate to be in Western New York and to be selling Western New York because the housing market, the prices are good compared to other areas.
Oh, yeah.
And if you work every day, you have a job, we can get you to the point of you can buy a house. There's no such thing. If you want to be a homeowner, you can be a homeowner. So that's one of the things that we really, as a company, we want to educate our buyers, educate the communities that you can be a homeowner. I don't care if you want to live in Cheektowaga, Buffalo, West Seneca. We're all over.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah,
Niagara Falls has some really great houses right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Their market isn't quite like Buffalo,
Yes.
Western New York.
But their housing stock is beautiful.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah, so we had a client that lived in Langfield Apartments, and she lived there for probably about 20 years or so. And she reached out to us early on when we first started selling real estate, and she said she wanted to purchase a house. So we put together a plan for her to purchase that house. She had decent credit score. She had a good job. She had been in her job for a while. She was literally able to purchase a fully rehabbed house, and her mortgage payment was less than her rent at Langfield Apartments.
Wow.
And then from there, she bought a house, and then the next year she made sure that her daughter bought a house. And
Nice.
then she's been sending family and friends, but her daughter was, I want to say she was like 23 when she bought the house.
Yeah.
So it's generational wealth. It just goes from one person to the next person. But she
Absolutely.
honestly didn't believe at that time that she would be able to get qualified.
And I think that's the strongest message that we need to get out to the communities and to anyone that's working, that it starts, like Craven said, asking a question. You know, make a phone call. Because I always say, that you when you've had people who have been denied credit, with buying a house, even buying whatever you're buying on credit, you might get denied, but a denial is not a no.
No, it's a
Right.
delay.
It's a delay.
Yeah.
You just need to take a little bit of time, do a little preparation, a little bit of planning, and it starts with finding the right people to ask. Don't be afraid
And I think
to ask.
And I think too, in this generation and in certain communities, that's what it is. They, people normalize, not asking questions regarding, credit or income and things like that. So they feel that their credit may not be good enough. Why ask? Or they don't have the savings. Why ask? And they feel like they're frowned upon. But one of the good things about us is that once we sit down and we actually do that checklist, we have so many clients that don't realize that their credit is good.
Better than they think it is.
Way
right?
better than you think it
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
And you've been sitting here feeling stuck for so
Right.
long because you haven't asked
The
you know,
questions,
the
yeah.
necessary questions, and not realizing that their credit is better than some credit that you know of people that's making $100,000 a year.
Exactly.
You know, so
Exactly.
again, it's all about asking the
Asking
right
questions.
questions and
To the right
asking the
people.
right people.
Yes, yes.
Because if you don't know, you'll never know, and
Yeah.
you'll be in that pool where you're feeling stuck. And like
Yeah.
Mia's client, at some point, she felt stuck in the projects, you know, in Lakeville and that community. But when she realized that, oh, my credit is good and
Right.
I can get this, and now my daughter's going to get it, and my granddaughter,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
and
It starts.
that again is where it starts.
Absolutely.
Right.
And that again is building the community and building generation.
Yeah,
Right.
having
We
the
have
courage, yeah.
We have a lot of young people which I'll throw my daughter's girlfriends under the bus. Because since I've been a realtor and being around, I have 2 daughters, and they have a very close, large network of friends.
Mm-hmm.
And they all work, and a lot of young people look at, I don't want to live in Buffalo. I don't know if they're or they've been through college. I don't know if I want to live here. And even with them, my conversation is that one, rent's going higher and higher.
Oh, yeah.
You're paying 9 and up, 900 and higher for rent. And if you decide to move, you can buy a house. You either sell the house before you move.
Right.
You either use the house as a rental, hire a company to manage it. So when you're in your new city, at least you have a source of income
Right.
coming in as you get established. So it's a matter of educating people the true value of owning real estate.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Not
because
just
in the
the
last
roof
couple
over
of
your
years,
head.
in the last couple of years, we've all seen it.
Yeah.
How much housing values have gone up.
Yeah.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
people have purchased houses for $100,000, and now 2-3 years later, they're getting $140,000,
Or
Yeah.
more.
Oh, absolutely.
depending on what area they're purchasing in,
Yeah, exactly.
Or more.
or more.
Or
That's
Or
true.
more,
Right.
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a crazy market, but in any market, it's doable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Right, so if you got the right people behind you, giving you the right guidance and suggestions, that's what the biggest thing comes down to. We're not in it for the money. If some people may think we're in it to make people happy, because when you make people happy, then they spread the word, and you get what you're looking for eventually is good clientele. So, we're just making sure that, like we continue to say, just to be prepared for what this market is bringing and how to attack it. Every journey starts with the first step, and the first step with us is to give us a call and let us know what you're thinking. Once you let us know what you're thinking, then we can probably have a few suggestions on how you can plan out your attack, so to speak.
And we're going to open up for questions. You'll be able to ask us post questions that we'll be able to answer.
Any tips?
Well, the first tip is to be prepared, as we've been talking about. And if you don't know, ask somebody.
Yes.
And with us, we're the people to ask. There's a lot of naysayers out in the community, and some customers come to me and say they say this and they say that.
Yeah.
My question is, who is they?
Have they been through the process?
Exactly. We are your experts. We are the one that's in the field. We are the one that's in the trenches. We know what's going on day and night because we live and breathe this system of real estate. So if anybody has a question, we're the ones to ask.
Definitely.
Thank you, Craven.